Listen up. You want to live your dream? Then you better not let anyone down and not commit a crime. Or else you'll be sent to jail.
Principal Moonlight may have a sweet personality, but she doesn't take crap from anyone.
It's not about you. It's about getting an education. You'll have a good time.
Jessica destroys you.
Don't you say that to Brianna.
Jessica just wants to show off her guitar skills to Brianna's face.
Stephanie's really just jealous of me because of my guitar skills, and she's jealous that Brianna has such an amazing singing voice.
I think they were both crazy. Now get to class. And I don't want any more fighting. That's Juno. Hey! What are you doing? Where are you going? We are responsible for our students here during the school day. It could cause major problems if they leave school without permission. Get your ass up here right now.
Here I thought I was gonna get away with skipping, but when I saw Principal Moonlight, I was like, oh crap, I'm busted.
What are you up to? Were you smoking?
No, I was eating pizza and drinking coffee.
You cannot leave school grounds without permission. I was very upset about Juno taking off from school like that. So as I go around the hallway, I looked out the window. And who did I see coming across the school grounds?
What's it to you?
Now you're being a brat. If there's issues, then I'm calling your mom, and I'm gonna let her know. Why were you outside?
I just went to my friend's house to get pizza and some coffee.
You eat lunch here. You don't leave school grounds, Juno.
I just had pineapple pizza.
Who's your friend? You want to tell me who it is so I can write her name down?
It's not the issue.
This is not the time to give me this bitchy attitude. Juno, why the hell would you leave school to have lunch with a friend?
Because I don't like Chinese.
Is it very dangerous for kids to leave these grounds? We are responsible.
It's not dangerous for me while I go around the city all the time.
Well, we are responsible for you between 7:15 and 3 o'clock. You're going to have 2 days in the in-school suspension room.
2 days.
I'm gonna call your mother.
You're not gonna call my mother. It's just between me and you. She doesn't have anything to do with it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's the last thing you're going to say to me, Juno. Hello, Mrs. Vertes. This is Principal Moonlight from Moonlight High School. I'm calling to let you know that Juno left school, went to a friend's house, and I caught her trying to sneak back on. It is against our policy, and Juno knows that we're very strict about students leaving school. She's just doing what she wants to do around here, and it's not a good thing.
She called my mom up, so now I'm probably gonna be grounded for a week or two, which is dumb.
Alright, I'll tell her. To be on the bus. Straight home. I got it. Okay. You too. Bye-bye. Juno needs to know that we're responsible for kids to leave school grounds. Whether there's a shooting, a hit and run, or getting run over by a car, just think of each other. Juno, you know damn well to not go out again. You could get killed or raped.
And then, she made Heather feel about not coming to school.
Oh my. That's terrible.
Man, I really hate your ex-girlfriend like Stephanie.
I know. Everyone does.
I knew Stephanie and the gang are bad influences, and especially Leslie. That's too unpredictable.
Leslie's the tough member of the group. She even beat up Stephanie for calling her a creepy bitch.
She likes to kick people's butt for nothing.
Well, speak of a devil.
You dare to call me a devil one more time, I'll kick you in the balls.
Leslie is like the boil in the butt of humanity. Go away. I just hope she doesn't kick anyone's butt anymore. Or my butt again.
I feel like I wasn't ready at first, but I want to feel better from the pressure that's been controlling me for a long time now.
All right, class, take your seats. Now, before we get started, Heather, the principal wants to see you in her office.
Oh, come on. It's not like I'm getting blamed for Stephanie skipping school to smoke at her gas station.
No, silly. It's something else that's important.
Okay. Because Kylie told me about her sister smoking outside of school. Getting called into the office wasn't expecting. But then in my head, I was like, it has something to do with what happened yesterday. That's for sure.
Hello, Heather.
Look, Stephanie is the one who skipped school to smoke weed across the street, and I have nothing to do with this. That's all I know.
Huh?
You didn't do anything wrong, Heather. We just need to talk to you. Have a seat.
What is she doing here?
Listen, Leslie has something to say to you.
Well, before I get to the bottom of this, here's how I ran into issues. This is back in 4th grade, and I was around 10 when I lived in my hometown Wilford Heights. During recess indoors due to the weather, my cousin Heidi and I were just playing tic-tac-toe. Until all of a sudden, the two mean girls grabbed Heidi inside to the bathroom, and gave her a swirly.
Just like back when Jessica gave Amber one after toilet papering her house?
Well, the difference was worse. 2 days later, my sister Courtney and I were called into the office. And the principal told us this heartbreaking news. She hanged herself in her bathroom.
I just can't believe this. I'm like sick over this.
Once she told me Heidi committed suicide, I ran off crying and all the way outside. My family knew about this too, but I was the worst hit out of all of them, because both Heidi and I were really close cousins, and those really mean kids didn't like it. And so, they just push us around a lot. Her sister Mercedes was the worst hit too, but she seemed to get on with her life. She's a very strong cousin that my sister and I could ever have. I wasn't over it for 4 years until 8th grade. That's how long I suffer from emotional disturbance. And due to my anger issues, I suffer a severe case of autism. I had diagnosed with it since I was 6 months old. You may think it's a bad excuse, but that severe case got the best of me. 7 weeks later, I suffered emotional disturbance and it affects my learning. But at least I still get the help from teachers at school, and my parents at home to get me focused. Luckily my grades are still good. The condition still lingers until 8th grade, and I still get picked on for having autism, and being mute. Courtney and Mercedes still defend me, even though Courtney and I fight. I was pushed downstairs. Thrown in the trash can. Shoved into my locker. And I was raped. I did not get pregnant, and the student was arrested, and registered as a sex offender for 20 years. When the school year was over 2 weeks later, I started taking therapy sessions for my condition emotional disturbance, and the trauma after sex abuse scandal. I was offered plenty of rest for the summer. I still get depressed and angry quick, but I'm getting better. But after moving away from Wilford Heights and transferring to a new school, this chick named Kylie who was a troublemaker taunting me, while her 5-minute twin sister Stephanie was a little too shy was watching over.
Hey Spooky, what's the matter? Who cut off that much of hair of yours? Your mommy?
I'll let you know. That I wash my hair every morning.
Whoa. Nice outfit. Where did you get that? A store where your mom had an affair with her sugar daddy?
That's it, I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Nothing like turning from sweet to sour.
It's good to know you're doing better in your life. But weren't you sent to Turnabout Ranch a while back?
Yes, I was.
Hey. Calm down. I was just messing with you.
My mom did not have sex with a manager at the store, you lemonhead.
Hey! That's enough. Leslie Miller, get off of Kylie this instant.
Leslie, Mom will send you away when she finds you out.
Oh, she'll send your sister off, all right. Come with me, Leslie.
And when my parents found out, of course, my mom confirms to Principal Carter about sending me away to Turnabout Ranch. It's a mental health service and boarding school in Utah. I have been attending there for a year and a half. I made a few friends there as well. I have met Miranda, Juno, and her cousin, Portia. Miranda was sent to the ranch because she was alcoholic, and she had an affair at 14. Juno and Portia was sent to the ranch because they were drug addicts at 13 and 14. Thankfully, Miranda did not get pregnant or AIDS. Juno's all clear. But that night, Portia escaped the ranch. And she committed suicide due to getting stressed out from coughing too much from smoking. She smoked more than Juno. A week later, Juno started suffering depression and panic attacks due to the aftermath, and her sensitivity. Throughout the year, she's been cutting herself, hiding her scars from the staffs, and us. And she even tried to commit suicide because she felt homesick, without her family, and Portia on her side. I can imagine Juno's pain right now. Juno's a really sweet and sensitive person I have ever met. I want her to be happy, and stop living in the past, and so do I. And I don't want her getting hurt.
Me neither. But I hope you girls learned your lessons about your mistakes in the past.
We have, but I almost forgot to mention that Miranda's not a virgin.
Well, despite from what I'm hearing from Leslie was disgraceful and disgusting, I feel like I want to help her.
I have known and had Leslie for 2 years at school. She's a proud and strong child. But from the sad look on her face, she's showing a lot of remorse, because I love my students, and so does Principal Moonlight and Vice Principal Elvis. We want to help her through this.
Leslie, calm down. Calm down. We're not gonna send you back or press charges. Okay, just calm down.
All of the consequence I should have thought about before just. Well, shame took over.
She's not doing well in school. But are you failing classes?
I'm not really failing, but I want to meet her expectations.
So you want to do well for your mother?
Yes, but please don't tell this to my mother. I don't want to go through the pain Juno has before. I really love my family and my friends. I want to do better. And I forgot to mention that my aunt passed away after she died from the tsunami back in Japan during her vacation.
My heart just sank when Leslie mentioned about her aunt's death from the tsunami back in Japan since 2011. That's actually worse than the tsunami back in Indonesia 2 years ago.
I don't know what she's going to say or what she might do other than sending me away.
What do you mean what she might do?
She's very strict when it comes to these things.
Well, you're lucky. She's bringing you up the right way. It's good to know that you want to do well for your parents.
My mother's a very proud and strong woman, ever since her sister's death. So yeah, it won't be easy.
You got to communicate with all of us if there's something bothering you. Picking on Rose and Heather because you're frustrated. I think you know what's wrong, correct?
Yeah.
So we want you to do well, Leslie.
I'm glad things are working out just fine. But what I'm still concerned about is that Leslie's a tough girl, a loaded fox, so I'll try my best to not mess with her.
How about this? You'll be serving 2 days in school suspension. Today will count as day 1, and tomorrow will be day 2.
They made me understand that everybody makes mistakes. They just happen to be warned. I'll be honest. Being violent is very not like me all the time, even though Juno and I are opposites. But I happen to be kind and strong, unlike that slut-like football head Stephanie.
Maybe Leslie is a purpose after all. I could get used to her going in as the muscle to fight with Stephanie.
What do you say to her, Les?
Well, this may take a while to move on, but I'm really sorry for making a flyer about you and being mean to you.
It's okay, and I'm sorry for yelling at you.
It's cool.
And I'm really sorry for your loss of your cousin and your aunt. My condolences to you and your sister.
Thanks.
At the end of the day, Leslie's a great kid. And I wish more kids would show the remorse that she did. Maybe a couple days in school suspension will get in the focus more in her academics.
Hi, Leslie.
Hey, Dad.
Mind if I sit down?
No, you can sit down.
Your mom and I had a talk with Principal Moonlight earlier today. She said that you're getting better and more matured, and finally had your privilege back of going to the fall concert.
Yes, I am.
I'm very proud of you, honey. And whenever you're feeling down or frustrated, you come to us first before you throw a fist. We'll always be there for you. For anything.
I'll bet performing with the girls at the fall concert would be a great time after we didn't get to at the fall fair.
I hope so too, honey.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Leslie.
Moonlight Productions.